All right, just gotta make sure I'm unmuted here. There we go. Flunkies. Let's put that on. That's probably good. What's going on, everybody? We're back. Another NBA Flunkies podcast. Mess with my wire here. This is your commish, RJ. I gotta come up with something even cooler than that. This is your commissioner extraordinaire. No. It's good to see everybody.
Yo,
It's good to see everybody, man.
you gotta say this is the HNIC
Yeah, this is the
commission.
HNIC. Yeah, Commissioner Jones, not to be mixed with David Stern or Adam Silver. But it's
Yo,
Yeah, it's
no,
David Stern Jr.
David
in the
Stern,
building.
that's
aka David
that's
Stern Jr.
that's low. That's
Hey,
big cut.
hey, bro, it's big time. That's how you know we're big time. You be compared to terrible commissioners. Uh,
Sure.
oh,
That's when you reach upper echelon.
I don't know any sports commissioner that's like outwardly good. So, it is what it is. So you got to be, you got to, once you get to that point, you're doing something good. No. In all seriousness, what is going on? Good to see everybody back here today. Another NBA Flunkies podcast. We are back. Golly, we're coming up on year 5. I'm gonna keep saying that. Oh, that's bad news. Okay. Yeah, the Lakers just got some more bad news. Terrible.
What happened?
Rob Pelinka just got extended to 2026.
I saw what news it was. I'm like, you're nasty.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro. This is the same guy at the trade deadline that was at Disneyland, and I know exactly where he was at. He was at Disneyland.
That's crazy.
But we've got some exciting stuff, man, here. But today we've got a bunch of guests. Some of them are flowing in right now as we speak. We've got Aaron Morris here, 2020 NBA Flunkies champion. What is up?
Hey guys.
The Big Bird Ball. Hey guys, it's crazy.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody's gonna come onto this pod one day, just super crazy, bro. They're kicking shit and being destructive and whatnot. No, but it's good to see you, Aaron.
Listen, y'all catch me on a Sunday. I got y'all.
Look, perfect. Speaking of that, look, man, we've got Sam Brown here. You saying
What's up, man?
You saying what's going on, man? How you doing?
Listen, man, just getting prepared to get on this championship run real quick.
Yeah, championship run. I see you got is that a marker in your hand? You getting your board and whatnot situated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, working on some business stuff, trying to multitask.
All right. You got a couple things going on. That's good. Up next, we've got Sterling McKee here of the Sith Glizzy Fanatics.
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on, man?
Yo, that name is wild.
French is
Yeah.
Listen, we're going through a rebranding period, bro. I already told y'all.
It's all good.
Yo, if he wins with that name,
yo, I'm gonna be.
You gotta just end the league.
I'm gonna be honest. I might have to do a ranking of like if we get to anything past year 5 or 6, I'm gonna do a ranking of craziest names to have won championships, because I still think Mike's team, what was it? Was he the Tempur-Pedics by the time he won?
Mm-hmm.
He went through like a couple rebrandings. It was like Team Clap That Ass, and like that was the wildest name that I've heard in a minute. But if Sterling wins, he might take the crown on that. But good to see you, Sterling. And then last but not least, of course, we've got lead ball sack reporter for Ball Sack Sports. I said that wrong. Lead reporter for Ball Sack Sports, Keyshawn Simpson of the Alpha Land Knicks. What's going on, man?
Amen, bro. I'm happy to be here.
Hey, man, that's valuable K, bro.
Yo, do not bring that valuable nonsense. Valuable is insane, bro. Yo.
It's good. It's an inside joke. We were talking about it earlier. It's hilarious, but kind of wild.
It's actually very nasty, bro.
Yeah. Very, 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 very odd, and nasty and whatnot. And so, you know what? With that being said, it's good to see you all. Thank you guys for jumping on here with me and hanging out for a little bit. With that being said, we're going to get to one of the big topics of the day. So Aaron yesterday had dropped a report or article from The Ringer, which was basically an NBA alignment chart. And they did it in a very, very interesting way. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a chart done this way ever, because usually people will do like, oh, this is number one, number two, or this is A, B, C, those kinds of tiers, or S tier or whatnot. And they ranked players by 3 categories, but in 3 different kind of statuses as well. Lawful, neutral, or chaotic. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to pull this up as I'm talking about it, because that would help. You guys see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there was this ranking list here from The Ringer. We have lawful good players, lawful neutral players, lawful bad players, and then you have that repeating for neutral and chaotic for all different kinds of players. And this is super interesting. What I wanted to do with this model is take it and use it for us as flunkies and be able to rank who it is that we think are lawful, neutral, or chaotic flunkies in our league. Now, I went through most of this yesterday in my head, or a few days ago in my head, and I was like, yeah, I think I have the list of who I would put where. But we're gonna kind of travail through all this together. Okay. Can you guys still see the screen? I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. I just deleted. Oh, Jesus. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Can you guys see that again?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in my opinion, I'm just gonna kick things off first. I don't think there's anyone who's lawfully good in this fan base, in this entire league. I don't think there's anyone who's lawfully good in this, because everybody is so different. It's like, what one person might deem as chaotic, another person could deem as neutral or lawful. So this is going to be an interesting conversation, but we're gonna do this one by one. Up first, we're gonna start with Tucker. I'm gonna start at the bottom here. Tucker Tool, my GM, is a lawful good, neutral, lawful bad, neutral good, or just neutral, neutral bad, chaotic good, chaotic neutral, chaotic bad.
Chaotic neutral.
I feel like Tucker is neutral bad.
I would say he's neutral bad, because it's like he doesn't do anything. So it's like
no.
Okay,
The reason I said chaotic neutral is because Tuck has the commish in his back pocket. And if he ends up
Are you saying
the first
chaotic
round
bad
pick
or
again,
Wow. Hey, this is a nasty narrative, bro.
Well, come on now,
Come
dog.
on, man.
Come on, man.
Oh, yo, this is a very nasty narrative. What do I got to do with this?
you said
well,
Ron J. Silver, bro?
2 years straight, Tucker just so happened to be Mr. First Pick. And he was projected to be the first pick again. Now, if by chance Tucker gets the first pick again,
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would be willing to throw him. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's neutral bad because it's like he doesn't make any trades. I don't even know if he looks at the free agency pot. I think he does from time to time. Does he?
He does.
Like he's neither, and I think that's the thing about neutral is like you're neither a help or a detriment to the league. Like you're like right in that middle pocket where you don't do enough to hurt anyone, but you're not doing anything to either help yourself or maybe for some weird reason helping someone else. He makes no sense.
I think an argument could be made that he's lawful bad.
Wow, lawful bad.
So this is my argument. barring the fact that he may or may not be extorting you to get the first pick in the draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the first pick in the
That's
draft,
crazy.
he'll always pick the best player. He doesn't go out of his way to tank his season away. He is just generally bad at drafting.
Mm.
You know?
Okay.
Like, I don't think he has any agendas to push or anything. He goes out, he drafts, he drops his money, and there's never like any, shenanigans with Tucker, right? I just feel like he goes out about his way. He's just genuinely bad. I thought that might be lawful bad.
I'm either going with neutral or lawful bad. I see what you're saying, and I think I can kind of align with that. It's kind of lawful bad. He just doesn't do enough of anything to really.
But yeah, I can also see neutral bad. So I mean, I'm not.
For now we're gonna put him in lawful bad, and we'll see how this conversation goes. Some of these might change around as per our normal tier ranks or whatnot. Up next, we're gonna go to Tim. Crew, or whatever the long name is for him. He's chaotic neutral. In my book, he's chaotic neutral. Like, this is the same guy who can go 0 for 7 and still make the playoffs. I just think that's chaotic neutral.
It might be chaotic neutral.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I think he's chaotic. We're gonna leave him there for now.
What does everybody else think?
That sounds about right, honestly.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Like, this is a guy who will like draft players who are good players. They're injured for the first 3 or 4 months, and then figure out how to rumble off like 7 or 8 wins.
Yup.
So I think that's like he does himself a disservice to the point where it benefits us because he's doing a disservice to himself.
Mm.
So we're gonna go with that. Oh, up next, Sterling.
Oh, stop it. Yeah.
You're
Sterling, where do you feel like,
you're chaotic.
before anyone says anything, Sterling, where do you feel like you belong?
I would say chaotic good.
Okay.
I would say.
Why do you think you're chaotic good?
It's like my teams are not bad. I don't have bad teams. Like, I've never finished below 500 in my entire time with the Flunkies. Yet I do have some antics that could potentially. I've had 2 times where I could have potentially, quote unquote, allegedly ruined the league. Allegedly.
40%.
Allegedly. Wait. Allegedly. No. Seasway accepted. No. Sterling. Yo.
Allegedly.
No, Sterling.
Allegedly.
Seasway accepted that trade that you sent him. You literally.
Listen, I beat all charges, bro. You feel me? Y'all put me on trial, bro.
And then wasn't you caught up in that Jake scandal?
Yes, he was.
I ain't do nothing, bro.
Yes, he was.
I didn't do anything, bro. I didn't do anything, bro.
Chaotic
I beat
bad.
the case, bro.
Chaotic bad.
I beat the case, bro.
Bad. We're talking about niggas in allegations, bro. Listen, bro.
I beat the allegations, bro.
Nah, bro. Yo, look.
Y'all put me on trial.
So I think we should really take a second to stop and like define what each part means. Because in my head, I'm thinking about like the chaotic, the first one, the either lawful, neutral, or chaotic as like your personality, and then the good, bad, or neutral as like your play, like your team's like
okay, that's fair. That's okay.
So like separating it by attributes of each
Flunkie. A little bit, yeah.
So like the good would be like not so much about their teams, but just about them in the league.
So the lawful would be about them in the league, and like the good would be about how good their team is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, there is kind of a correlation to that, I would say. Like the good teams, but it's like, yeah, that's interesting.
Because like I think Sterling is chaotic neutral or chaotic good, right? don't think because like he's chaotic because he's almost ruined the league twice. I think that's very evident, right?
Allegedly.
And then his teams are usually average to above average teams. So I think he's somewhere in that threshold range. What do you guys think?
Yeah, he has good teams. Hasn't missed the playoffs. Yeah, been bounced in the first round.
Shut up.
Twice by the same person.
Twice by the same person. Like
The glazing is crazy
I
Beat the
mean, okay, I could say, yeah, I don't know, Aaron. Like, because we can say those, but we would also have to weigh his controversy. Like, we would have to weigh everyone's controversy as well. Like,
Yeah,
Jake
that's
is
why he's
all-
chaotic.
Jake is chaotic bad, bro. Or chaotic evil, bro.
Sterling is chaotic neutral. I'll give him chaotic neutral.
Yeah, I'm chaotic neutral. I think that's fair.
Yeah. We're gonna put you there for now, Sterling. This might change. Up next, reigning, defending, undisputed.
Let's not even argue about this.
See,
We already know, bro. We already know.
it could be a chaotic good if I'm being honest.
I think Caesar's chaotic good.
I think he
you know?
could be a chaotic.
You have to. You have
Yeah,
to.
I think he's a chaotic good because he has like good teams, but then he talks a lot of shit. Then again, he's
He's just a troll, bro.
he's been in the same amount of controversies as Sterling has, so it's kind of neither here nor there.
Controversy.
Caesar later when he watches is going to be like, "What kind of controversy are you talking about?"
I think he's watching it right now.
Oh, is he?
I think so. I think so.
He about to probably hop in here and
Yeah,
defend
he
his.
gonna hop here talking. What y'all talking about? And I'm like,
I ain't in no
Well,
controversy.
you was definitely in the Jake Jones. You was definitely in the Sterling.
Yeah.
Like the Sterling shit, bro. like come on, man. Like the same number. And I don't get why Sterling and Seasway always find themselves in the same kind of situations.
Whoa. I don't do anything, bro.
And Sterling, we offer you.
Right, because look, Sterling wants to be the villain so bad.
I do not. I'm a good guy, bro. I'm a good guy.
Your idol is Sheev.
Yeah.
No, there are no. I don't got no idols, bro.
It's all
That's
good,
your
bro.
idol.
We gonna move on to the NBA young boy stands and Sam Hood, man.
We all know what this one is.
I say chaotic good or neutral.
Yeah, I think
I'll say good.
You
Yes.
Yeah, you can say chaos. I think chaos.
Yeah, he's automatically in
Yeah.
chaos for me.
You were saying this.
Yeah. We're gonna
It
put
is
him in chaotic good. We're gonna he seems to
Like he's a champion. It's like
yeah. It's very interesting.
So you kind of had to, bro.
Okay, I'm good with chaotic good. Up next, Sam Brown. Sam Brown, since you're here, as we did with Sterling, we're gonna let you try and defend yourself. Where do you find yourself on this ranking here?
I'm gonna say I'm a chaotic neutral because I feel like I had a good season last year. I retained my name, but I still got a little bit to prove. Niggas gonna say it was a fluke until I smack him over the fucking head.
God.
So, but I'll be in the chat. Getting in the mix a little bit. So I say neutral.
Oh my God, I was not expecting that. You know what? To be honest, I don't know if I will put you in if anything, you could possibly be like neutral.
I would say
neutral bad.
I would say lawful neutral.
Wow.
Yeah, I see why you say that.
Neutral.
Yeah, I feel like lawful neutral, right? So like Sam Brown has never been like any like true shenanigans. Like, I mean, we get on him about his opinions on like Ben Simmons and Kyrie and stuff, but I mean, like, that's not like a true like league ruined shenanigan that some people on this pod have been a part of, right? But so I mean, I feel like that's what makes him lawful or whatever, right? And then like like he said, he had one really rough season. And then he had one like really impressive season this past year. So I feel like
cancel each other out.
Yeah.
You think it cancels out that much? If anything, I would say neutral.
I feel like lawful neutral.
What you think lawful neutral?
I think lawful neutral.
Yeah, because he don't really do anything crazy, man. So,
yeah, he don't be on no BS, man.
Nah, he go on people's nerves with just some dumb stuff he says, but other than that, he's not really.
Yeah. Nah, y'all just don't think like me, man. I got a like Kyrie.
He has his he's right. He's got his own, thought process.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
I stand on my shit too.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I guess I'm up next. Old Kafish. If anything, I'm neutral good. Or lawful neutral.
RJ.
Oh my God.
This way your team success gonna hurt you, buddy. RJ.
What you mean, bro?
RJ, what's the best your team ever done in this league?
That's crazy, man. Okay.
Buffalo. Probably the first year.
Hey, man, that's pre-expansion, baby. That's basically pre-integration.
The league was 2 teams and shit.
Hey, bruh. Just let me have it, Doc.
That's basically pre-integration.
Pre-expansion.
Mm-hmm.
That is like a W way of disrespecting somebody. Oh, your shit was pre-expansion.
Right. RJ calls the New York Knicks. Oh, the league always better when the Knicks are good. We've never seen it.
All right, that's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, I've only missed the playoffs once, and I've never lost in the first round. Regardless of record, I've never lost in the first round. But I mean, yeah, if you want to say record, sure.
This is very Knicksian.
I think on the app, I'm like 37 and 34 and 1, I think. Which, to be honest, I don't think that's exactly very Knicks. Like Knicks are like, woo, like they're way down there. Like, I don't know what y'all think is the worst between the Kings and the Knicks.
Very jazzy, bro.
I would say the Kings, bro. They didn't see the playoffs over in 15, 16 years. They got the longest playoff drought in all of professional sports right there.
I would call myself like the Sixers. Very like
you are the Utah Jazz.
Very jazzy.
You make the playoffs consistently.
This is
never
crazy.
Make any noise.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, I feel like the Jazz is a very good comp for you.
I make some noise in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You said crickets, bro. That's okay. I understand though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. So where do y'all think I'm at then? Where do y'all? Because I've just gotten crazy strays, but these are not strays. These are. Man, this is kind of tough. I guess I'm gonna have to come out like Sam Brown and start hitting niggas over the head. All right.
Listen, I'll say neutral. I'll say neutral good.
Neutral good. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, neutral good.
But
we didn't even get into the fact that you're the David Stern of this league.
Oh shit!
You know what, Aaron? You're 100% right. I'll go chaotic neutral.
RJ, you might be borderline chaotic bad, brother.
Hey, yo, what?
Yeah. On his own pod.
What? Yo, chaotic bad?
You're in between chaotic neutral and chaotic bad for me right now, RJ. I'm gonna need some convincing.
This is crazy. Like, think about who you would put in chaotic bad. Like, Okay, if you're gonna try and throw me in there, okay, but that's like
You throwing him in there with Chris.
If it's gonna be chaotic and bad, I would imagine it have to be a combination between personality and record, which is basically what we're putting between good and neutral. Are you saying I belong in chaotic bad?
Look, man.
Based on that combination, that's crazy.
Look, man. You're David Stern Jr., you know? All right. I think I can be convinced of chaotic neutral. I just want to hear what everybody else thinks.
Damn. Damn, this is crazy.
I'll say neutral, bro. I'll say neutral, bro.
Yeah, I say neutral just because like you never lost in the first round. So
if I was an actual commissioner and I employed you all would be fired by now.
See, that's why you belong in bad.
Yeah, this is crazy.
After the judgment has been made, now you're talking shit.
But Aaron, I see your point though.
You see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. I'll take the chaotic neutral or bad, but y'all are gonna have to.
Keyshawn, what
listen, you could say chaotic.
You
can say good, bro. You could say good, bro, if he watches the WNBA games more, bro. That's the only caveat, bro. To support WNBA guys.
That's a crazy caveat. I'm
sorry. Listen, bro,
I didn't know we were walking down that path. That's crazy.
I would go ahead.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Put RJ chaotic neutral. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna rock out on that. I'm gonna rock out on that. Argue my piece out of chaotic neutral. I can live with that. I can live with that. Mike, Black Model, in the league's words, pre-expansion champion. But he was the first, so
yeah.
Where do we have him? Because
how did Mike's team do last year?
He had a horrible draft.
Yeah.
So to be clear,
but he still made the playoffs though.
Oh,
he made the playoffs.
Yeah, he made it.
All right.
He snuck.
Now, I will say, to me, my knock on him is his trading communication.
No,
he might be one of the worst in the league. You trying to I've never been accused of finessing somebody so much, and I'm like, I think I'm making some pretty good trades here.
You saying he's the boy who cried wolf?
He might be, but I mean, I think for me, like, I could put him because he does usually have good records. He is a champion. He could be probably right there with Seasway and Hood. He could be chaotic good, or he could be new. Nah, he can't be neutral.
So, like, is it fair to say like every champion is in a good category?
I mean, based off what Aaron was saying, yes.
Question mark.
I just think you really have to weigh everything, because it's like, if there's a champion who's not like, if somebody like
they don't got
like Keyshawn or Daquan won it,
just good.
Yeah, like they're not chaotic. They're not very chaotic in the league. Like if Keyshawn would have won last year, like I wouldn't put him in chaotic good, even though you could argue that it's chaotic to not make any trades.
Oh yeah, I think Sam Brown's asking if you've won a championship, do you just get the
good?
You get good automatically.
Oh, if you get the good automatically. See, like, you could say that. I don't exactly like that. Like, I like the idea, like, if you have good records and consistent records, then it's like, all right, we can have a conversation of putting you in the good. But like, it'd be like, for some of these guys, it'd be messy to get some of these titles. Like that year Sam Hood won, no disrespect, that shit was messy as hell. To just because of the Jake Point ban, like, if we're being honest, which I think you all were around for, right? Yeah. So like, that was pretty crazy to me. That was very chaotic. Not to say that he contributed to it. They definitely did benefit from it. Although you could say Sam Hood shit is chaotic anyway, just because he had a losing record and then completely ran through the playoff bracket. Completely just ran through it.
Sam's Hood team is the Young Boys fans. I think that's what makes it.
I mean, yeah, exactly. So I would say, I mean, because Mike does talk a lot of shit in there. So yeah, I'd probably have to put him in chaotic good. He would probably have to be there. Yeah.
Okay.
Any objections to that?
No. I think my only other thing, I thought about neutral good, but no, yeah, chaotic good's cool.
See, but like that was the thing is like Mike is a little tough because it's like he makes okay trades. He's decent at that, but he will have really good records or he'll draft really well and then he'll make the playoffs and get out the first or second round. You know what? I could put him in.
Hey, so I'm bouncing out of there.
I could put him in neutral good.
Okay.
I could put him there. I could put him there. I know some folks might be like, "What? That's crazy." But Malik, Popeye's leg and thigh.
Chaotic bad.
Yep.
Yo, has he ever had a winning?
There's nothing further to discuss.
He's had one winning season, and that was the season he had.
His name was on the line.
Yeah, he had Bron, Luca,
and Julius Randle.
Yeah, Drummond. Yeah,
I don't know how the hell we let that happen. I think it all started with somebody. It was Durant. Durant traded LeBron.
Durant
yes.
And then Chris later traded Drummond.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
After Aaron looted somebody for what he wanted for Andre Drummond.
Yeah, wasn't it with Malik?
Yeah, so I traded with Malik I got Randall plus stuff for Drummond.
Yeah,
plus
like I said, looted a nigga.
It was not looted, but it was a fair trade.
Yeah,
Malik
is very chaotic. Yeah.
Chaotic bad.
I'm gonna put chaotic
bad.
Yeah,
chaotic bad. But there wasn't much stuff. Yeah.
Cordell / slanging / That's so difficult.
I want to say.
Oh no, because Cordell.
I think it's more neutral with Cordell.
Hey, he's the one that be sending all the terrible trades.
I was just about to say that Cordell be in people inbox talking
spamming trades.
I mean,
he's a neutral bad in my.
But does that make that wait? Hold on. But wait, man, does that make it worse? Cordell sending those trades and he's joking, or Durant sending those trades and he's serious?
Oh, Durant, wherever Cordell
let's be honest.
That's a good point.
That don't mean they both can be chaotic.
Because Cordell be joking, you feel me? But Durant will be so serious about these deals. Look at the numbers. Like, bro, like.
But see, I'm not. See, Sterling, I'm not comparing the two. They both gonna end up in the same spot for me.
Absolutely.
So you saying that chaotic were bad?
Yeah, they both chaotic bad to me.
I was gonna say he's more neutral bad. Because like the trades that get through for him, he'll at least make something decent. He'll be decent. He'll come out.
RJ, I'm not gonna lie. That boy Cordell ain't never sent me a good trade in his life. So maybe I'm projecting
chaotic bad. Make it happen.
I was say maybe I'm projected, but if my vote will be for chaotic bad. If I get outvoted, that's fine. But my vote will be for chaotic.
Well, then can we if Aaron's saying chaotic bad and y'all are saying neutral bad, can we just agree chaotic neutral?
Yeah.
Nah. He is not. No way he could be there with me, sending out bullshit trades and he's joking. He's.
bro, you're the commissioner though.
His teams are his teams good? I don't feel like his teams are good.
His teams are kind of just now. Granted, Cordell finished in the same spot this year that he did last year, middle of the pack. So I'd say that's kind of neutral. Just like like he's retaining his spot. And granted, the chaos is with him being in people's inboxes, calling him anything but a child of God.
Yeah. Okay. We can go chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Damn, he's right next to me in the stove. Crazy. Keyshawn, where do you know? As I've done with everyone else, and we're gonna allow you to say your piece. Where do you think you land on this?
I'll be honest. I think I'm neutral. I don't think I'm like either way too good or way too bad. Just kind of like go with the flow.
Yeah, you neutral might be true neutral.
You might be neutral bad, my boy. I've seen you get away with some salacious shit.
See, no.
Let that be neutral. That would be chaotic neutral.
Yo, oh,
hold on, wait. But I was about to say, if you're putting me in chaotic, then I got to see where I've been completely chaotic. But as far
I think, hold on.
I haven't been bad. I've made the playoffs every single year.
The chaotic comes when you were really finessing your own man's farm, bro. You saying
that was crazy.
That was crazy.
So I'm grading this on a scale, right? So like, I'm grading this on the scale of flunkies, not in like the scale of like normal human beings.
Sure. Yeah.
And if like in the scale of flunkies, Keyshawn kind of falls straight in the middle because we're all kind of evil.
That's why there's no one going in that lawful good area, bro.
Yikes.
I told y'all there's no one on this list who's lawful good.
Evil.
It's either you're doing something crazy or you're the one dumb enough for it to happen to you multiple times.
Okay. So yeah, I feel like Keyshawn is true neutral. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, pretty neutral, man, honestly.
Okay. All right. We're going to go with that.
I would argue for chaotic, man, just because Keyshawn.
I would say neutral. I would, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. All right. Up next, we got Javon. Ooh.
What was Javon's record last year before I say anything?
You know what? Let's look that up.
Or like, where did he fall, if anybody knows?
I think like a game behind you, and I think you, him, and Sam Hood were in the hunt for the last spot.
Okay, he's neutral bad.
Neutral bad. Oh, not expecting that.
What were you expecting?
Chaotic bad.
I said chaotic bad.
Yo, he had
a tumultuous first year, right?
He was the 17th best team in the league.
But I feel like he's neutral bad, right? Like this year, he didn't really do anything too crazy. He just had a bad team,
And you said he's neutral bad?
I feel like he's neutral bad, yeah.
I kind of see that.
Like he's never involved in any scandals. He was just,
Yeah.
He just trusted Keyshawn, bro.
That's kind of tough because he finished like at the bottom last year. So he did make some improvement.
That's why he's bad,
Yeah. All right. I can see that. Neutral bad. All right. We got the lead. He's chaotic bad in my opinion. But we got Jake coming up. Going Hugs Laundering and Associates, which that name by itself should put him in chaotic bad.
God.
Yeah, chaotic bad, bro.
He was the number 9th best team the year before last. And then he was the 11th best team this year. So record-wise, not too much far apart. One from the other. He was 9-9 this year, so he definitely had a lot of competition to get over.
We all agree that he's getting the tag chaotic, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So basically, we're differentiating: is he getting chaotic bad or chaotic neutral? Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I honestly want to say chaotic bad because the chaos has to come from the selling of players, the pimping out of players.
Yeah.
And then the bad
crazy.
Yeah, the bad's got to be from like the records and stuff. Because I ain't gonna lie. Also, another thing that could put Jake up there in chaotic was the drafting of LaMelo Ball in the first round that stunned the entire world, bro.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I mean, it ended up working out, but like,
it worked out.
It
Ended up being a great pick, but it was just a culture shock. Like,
Aaron, Keyshawn, and I had talked about this earlier this week. It was like when you picked Andre Drummond that one year in the draft.
Stunned the world, bro.
Like that was that kind of level stuff where like it did work out. But let me put it to you like this. This is why I think he's chaotic bad. What Jake's actions in our league helped Sam Hood become NBA Flunkies champion that year. That to me by itself puts him in chaotic bad in my opinion. Because
I feel like you're thinking bad as in like bad individual. I'm thinking bad as in bad record. And I feel like his record is just
bad record.
Yeah.
I mean, he went from 9 to 11. He went
from 11 to 9, right?
No, he went from 9 to 11.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like that's all still just middle of the pack. Like,
I mean, it is middle of the pack. I'm just saying because of. Yeah, I guess it is more of like an individual thing. I'm just saying the actions that he had and affected, like I get.
And that's like the chaotic part for me. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like his actions did affect the entire league, which was
for sure.
Which is why I'm like, I don't know. And you were saying he should be in chaotic neutral?
I think he falls in chaotic neutral.
I mean, so we got to think like with everyone else in chaotic neutral, including myself. Yeah, that's interesting. I could.
I hear you.
Yeah, this is tough. Because I just think he's chaotic bad.
I mean, I feel like there's an argument for that too. So if y'all want to put him chaotic bad, that's more.
Sean, what do you think?
I think it's chaotic bad. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just man. Bro. Look, I love Jake, but that man, yeah, chaotic bad.
Chaotic bad.
Yeah,
chaotic bad.
Damn.
Chaotic bad. Bro.
Chaotic
bad.
You know why I want to say chaotic bad? Because Durant, he be there, right? But to me, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm the only one who sees this, but I don't see Durant outside of the first round.
Yeah, he be getting bagged up.
Yeah, like Durant make the playoffs just to get bounced in the first.
I think I've never seen
a second round matchup with
Durant team our first year.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that man ain't been in contention since pre-expansion.
Yo, I'm a
pre-expansion team.
Okay, so this is going to be kind of crazy. Okay, so he finished second place our first year. He dropped all the way down to 7th place the following year. And then he dropped to number 10 the year after that. And then last season, he dropped to 13th.
Oh, chaotic bad, bro. Chaotic bad, bro. Things are not what they seem, bro. Yeah, he's really fraud.
Yeah. From records to trading to, that's kind of crazy. I didn't think it was that gradually bad. It's bad. Devin.
So he's
lawful. I think he's somewhere in the lawful area.
I ain't gonna lie, but I'll say this, Kabish, you said he was talking to you very aggressively over a trade at one point.
Oh yeah, he was very aggressive. That was the one time he was on me, like he wanted who was that he wanted? I think he was like Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, that's his boy.
Yeah, that's his boy. He was on me bad.
I mean, lawful neutral.
I think lawful neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, lawful neutral. I can see that. He comes in. He has a pretty good demeanor. He'll.
We can debate one thing because Malik said that Devin was his burner account.
Yo, that might be one of the wildest conspiracy theories I've heard in this league, where it's like,
oh, it's not a conspiracy.
Malik signed a guy on, and we've never seen him around anything ever, so we think it's his burner account. I could see it.
Yeah.
Oh, Daquan's up next. Team Obi-Quan, which is, man, that's crazy.
I gotta say neutral.
Yeah. Lawful neutral. He fell asleep last year during the draft.
Oh, that is right.
Yeah. So it's like he kind of ended up with the team that he had, and then everyone started getting injured. So it's because he didn't have a terrible team. It's just they got injured. Like Paul George was out most of the year. Zion was out the whole year. Chris Paul got injured. I think he was the guy who had what's his name?
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes. Yeah. Man, I was begging to get him off his team, bro. Man. But yeah, no, I mean, first year out, makes the finals. He got yeah, Daquan's good in lawful neutral. So Chris.
Chaotic bad.
Chaotic
bad.
Chaotic bad? Is this
absolutely
okay? Let me ask you this. Is this because last year he started the year out 4-0 and was like, yeah, we finna go to the chip and do all this, and then we all looked at him like Bradley Beal looked at that crowd that one time?
No, it's beyond that. It's because every single year, somehow, the guy in chaotic neutral who looks just like him ends up with a better team because of him. That's why it's chaotic. Yeah. So the guy who looks smack like him, he makes the playoffs because of the guy who we're talking about right now. And then the guy we're talking about right now, he finds a way to get to the playoffs sometimes. I think actually he's never missed the playoffs. So he finds a way to get to the playoffs too. So this is a bunk bed conspiracy thing, as we all know. However,
conspiracy straight from the sack.
So realistically, we got to sit here and look at it like this. Since this is a duos thing, does Chris move up to chaotic neutral, or is Tim coming down to chaotic bad?
No. This is my thing, right? Every year, Chris has a good team, and then his dumbass finds a way to make it a not good team. Therefore, he is chaotic bad. That is bad. He does this every single year.
We just need to prevent.
He does not learn.
He does not learn.
Like you said, RJ, this is year 5. He does not learn.
And we know when he's going to make it. He's going to make it around the halfway point of the season. And then everything's just going to go down from there.
Listen, I'll tell y'all this. My first year, it was either my first year or my second year. It was my second year. Chris played me in week 3. And he had the team with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Kendrick Nunn, and all that.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that crazy.
He smacked the shit out of my team. The week after, that team was dismantled, destroyed, and on a downhill slope. That was in week 3. It's normally by week 5 or 6 that we start to see the walls of Jericho start crumbling down.
That's crazy because I remember that. It was almost like, all right, everybody, we've got as far as we need to. Let's go ahead and close up shop. Somebody in the background was like, wait, there's 15 weeks left. It's like, yeah, I know, but we're good here. We're good here. And that's exactly what happened. So yeah, chaotic bad is probably where it's best. It's for the best. Last but not least, Aaron, you're probably in chaotic good, but where do you think you're at?
Is there a villainous category?
Okay. I personally think I am lawful good. I obviously know I'm not going to win that argument. That's fine.
That's a crazy.
You know why I don't put Aaron up there? Because he accuses me of stealing his players instead of valuing certain other attributes that people can bring to the game. So I'm willing to put Aaron right there, snug next to me in neutral, bro.
But my teams are good.
I was good, and I still am good.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, you're not as involved in controversy. So you
I was one of the original council members.
Yep.
I abdicated my councilship,
Yeah,
and he quit on you. And he quit on you.
Yeah, you ran out of that. You ran out of that. You like get me out of town. Honestly, that Jake stuff that was going on should have probably had a lot of folks out after that. But I could see lawful. I see lawful neutral. See that?
No. If you're no. If you're gonna put me anywhere, I have to be either neutral good or lawful good. I am not getting put in no fucking. What did you say? Lawful neutral? No.
Why not?
Because I have a chip.
Really good.
And I should have had a second one if Jake didn't want to be a Jake.
Yo, if Sam Hood and Seasway were here,
you know what, bro?
exactly
I'm willing to say that Aaron has to go with neutral good. You know why? Because from what this chart shows, everyone who's won a ring has had good in their name.
Exactly. And then RJ trying to put me in lawful neutral. No.
Oh, listen, look. Because Mike won his ring, and you got him up there in neutral good. Seasway, we all know, is chaotic as fuck. So, but he won. Sam Hood, chaotic as fuck, but he won. It balances out with 4 rings there. Aaron's got to be the last piece that fits there in neutral good, just right, so it balances out.
Neutral good works for me.
Neutral good works. Neutral good works. Well, say I'm not gonna have RJ play me like that.
Could be lawful neutral though.
No.
I mean, okay. I do see your point. You could be lawful good. I guess if we're technically just talking about records.
If we're talking about records, controversy, right? Only controversy I've ever been in was when y'all didn't want me to trade Andre Drummond because y'all thought I was stupid for trading Andre Drummond for Julius Randle.
I thought you were tripping, but the thing about that is it wasn't exactly a bad trade either at the time. Yeah. So that was like the thing that won me over. I'm like, yeah, we could say he's dumb, but like, no, this is a pretty good trade for the time. So it's like, oh, push through. All right, yeah, this is tough. You know, I'm just gonna put you in lawful good. We're gonna put you there since that's how we've been doing the rankings and everything.
There we go.
Lawful good is good to me. All right, it's our audience viewers' turn. When you guys get a chance, you go ahead and try and rank and see who you think is supposed to be where. I'm sure Seasway would have a lot of this completely rewired, and probably Sam Hood too. Like I do think that they would probably view themselves like maybe neutral good. I could see. I don't think I should be in chaotic neutral, if I'm being honest, but it's neither here nor
I hope Seasway is self-aware enough to know that he belongs in chaotic good.
I think he is. I do think he is, but I could see. Well, I could see Chris just having a problem being chaotic bad, but you know, it's there. You could definitely make an argument. Maybe Tucker should be lower. I mean, I think there's arguments for all of these, but I think as a group, this was a pretty good list here. This is a good list here. Go ahead and download this.
All right, I gotta run, but it was good hanging with y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Morris of the Big Bird Ballers. Hey, Keyshawn, bruh. Yeah, this list is crazy, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
This is a crazy list. But I can see why folks would say this. All right. Have you been watching any of the NBA preseason?
Yeah, I watched some of it.
What are your thoughts?
I think it's going to be an interesting year. I mean, obviously, LaMelo Ball needs to figure out what the hell he's going to do on defense, because from what we're seeing, bro, LaMelo is like one of those 2K builds that's all shooting, finishing, and playmaking, and he ain't got an ounce of defense on him. LaMelo's got to get better at defending, because getting chopped down like that by Derek White ain't a good look.
That's not a good look, bro. Derek White chopped him all the way down, bro. No, that was crazy.
To me, the big part that I looked at, now I'm not going to sit here and count my chickens before they hatch.
Sure.
And I know we talk about them way too much. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
If they end up keeping Russ, a situation can work, but the rotations will have to accommodate. And I don't think that the Lakers are smart enough, realistically, based on what we've seen over the past few years, and LeBron has played a part in this.
Okay.
But they did add some youthful and younger legs.
They did.
That are more athletic. And with Russ's pace that he likes to play at, they can run the floor and play at Russ's speed, which works. But that means Russ needs his own unit to be out there by himself. And I feel like AD will be out there in case they have to slow shit down and, they're like, hey, this ain't working. Right. Give him the ball. Let's go get some baskets on the board. It could work this year. Do I think it's going to work? I'm 55-45 on it. 45% yes, 55% no. I just don't trust the aspect that Russ is going to completely buy into that aspect. I believe Russ is still going to be combative in his own way, because I think in one of the preseason games, he started off 3 for 4. He knocked down a corner 3 with his new jump shot that's been adjusted. He looks like he's like stopping to try and jump too high on a shot. But then they said he proceeded to jack up 6 more shots and finish 4 for 10 for the game.
I don't think it's going to work in LA. They can go ahead and pack this up, tank for Wembanyama, and
they're not getting Victor, bro. You know why? They don't even have a draft pick this year.
Oh, that's right, because they traded all that stuff away, probably just to get Russ in the first place. Yeah, that's crazy.
AD.
Yeah, look, that's the same. Look, this is that same Lakers team that just extended Rob Pelinka. He will be in their front office until 2026. Same guy who was in Disneyland during the trade deadline last year and did nothing to help make the team better, especially during a time when they were in balance of not making the playoffs, and they didn't make the playoffs. So, yeah, I'm with you. We're gonna have to see them gel more and more and more. Yeah, I'm out on the Lakers at the moment. But one player who I'm really in on right now, 2 players who I'm really in on. Tyrese Maxey of the Philadelphia 76ers and Tyler Hero of the Miami Heat. And they fit my build. For those of you who don't know, I apparently have a shot chucking profile build that I like to see in all of my players, that's pretty accurate, I would say. But Tyrese Maxey and Tyler Hero are absolute hoopers. I really like their skill set. I think they're going to come out and make even more improvements than what they did the prior years. There have been reports that Tyler Hero has just come out and he's got even more muscle on him. And he's really cut down and getting more in his bag and skill and whatnot. And I think that's just even more exciting for the Miami Heat and what it is that they'll need throughout the NBA season. He won 6th Man of the Year last year, and so I'm not too surprised at what it is that Tyler Hero is going to be able to showcase. Who knows if he's hooping like how people are thinking he could? Who knows? He could be a snubbed all-star He could be something along that lines. But I'm super excited to see what he's going to do this year. And then my guy Tyrese Maxey. I'm a Philadelphia 76ers fan, and he has just come out and just absolutely dazzled us in preseason so far. So good. Just a guy who really fits the Philadelphia mindset in general. And I think both of these guys are going to have two really good fantasy seasons, especially alongside guys like Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, and Joel Embiid. Like, there's nothing else that you can really ask for them to do except just go out and play, go out and hoop. And I'm so excited for both of those guys, and would kill to have one of them, if I'm very lucky or crazy, both of them on my fantasy team. I'm definitely looking forward to those guys. And the other guy I'm looking forward to, although it's kind of I'm kind of meh on him right now just because of what's going on with the Lakers, is Tyrese Halliburton. Granted, they're all guards. But I'm excited to see what he can do. He really dazzled and showed us a lot of really good stuff in Sacramento last year. And I'm hoping that with a full year under his belt in Indiana, and just the opportunity to showcase his abilities as a facilitator, as a ball handler, and hopefully as a scorer in general, he's really going to be able to kind of just come out and just dazzle. So I'm super excited for those three players the most right now.
Yeah.
So
now I will say in the realistic aspect, too, just talking about actual league stuff. So I don't know if you did follow some of the Tyler Hero situation, but they were questioning if he was worth that money to pay him prior to, because Tyler Hero, I believe, came out in that class with John Collins and SGA.
I think he did, yeah.
So as we can tell, I mean, John Collins maybe is not like, the candle torch, but SGA right now, where he's at right now, he's like the best player on OKC, obviously. Right. So they paid him. But there was rumor of Tyler Hero possibly being traded by the Miami Heat before this contract extension.
Before the contract.
Now, to me personally, I don't know if, I mean, it's a fresh contract, so people can say, oh, you're crazy if you think they're trading them, they're going to keep them. What are you saying? I'm not sure that contract was completely just to keep Tyler Hero. I believe, realistically, if the Heat are still looking to do something, especially Jimmy Butler still being there, and, with Bam being in good standing where he's at, realistically playing some great basketball, they could look to package Tyler Hero eventually down the line and maybe cash in on somebody. We did hear a rumor prior to that Tyler Hero would have been in that Donovan Mitchell deal. Before Mitchell ended up stunning the nation and being in Cleveland. So I'll say some players who, like, just realistically, like, who I would love to see interesting in the season. I think Aaron brought up a good one I didn't think about too much. With the unfortunate situation with Miles Bridges, the power forward spot is opened up for PJ Washington to actually show a little bit more of what he can do. It's going to be interesting because this could either be a good year for PJ where he steps up, or it could be a year where we just see that PJ is just an average guy and he didn't make too much improvements.
Yeah.
I would sit here and say that, some interesting teams to look at for me, who I would have my eye on. Obviously the Hawks will be interesting. We definitely want to see what it's like for Trae Young having a backcourt mate who can actually allow him to be off the ball, with DeJounte being a good playmaker.
Right.
Trae Young might get some Steph Curry-like runs off of screens if that's what they choose to do out there. Do I see it? Maybe not, but
yeah,
possible. Obviously, being the Sixer fan, I'm excited to see the Sixers. It's going to be interesting to see with James Harden supposedly dropping this weight.
Yep.
Tyrese Maxey looks like he's getting better every single day. I believe if Harden is able to understand that we still need him to score, but he's allowed to be a point guard. He's allowed to be the way he was in Brooklyn, but we need him to be aggressive and score the ball. He's got to call his own number. And last year we saw him have moments where he didn't call his number where he should have. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best pieces next to James Harden because of the fact that Maxey's developed that shot. He's confident. He's got a good floater, and he's aggressive. He's willing to go at somebody 100 miles per hour every single possession. And I think that having a weapon like that next to Harden, Harden's not asking for Maxey to create with the ball. He's like, yo, if I give you the ball, I need you to just go and score. Right. And I think that helps because while Harden's looking to facilitate, hopefully, he can find his own stride where he's just like, hey, look, I'm just going to take this shot. They'll never see it coming because I'm feeding either Embiid, Tobias to my, in my corner. I'm not sure if PJ Tucker is going to be starting, but he probably will. And then, I got Tyrese out here with me. So I think the Sixers will have an interesting starting five. I love the additions of DeAnthony Melton. Daniel House is a good name, a good shooter. I haven't seen him around in a while, but and then obviously Montrezl Harrell, I think good add-on piece. Give us a little bit of thug and energy spark there.
Right. Yeah. I think these are really good lists of players who should be able to have some impact for fantasy teams. I think this is a really good list. And we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'm gonna end it here because I know we're gonna be coming back really, really soon, in the next 35 minutes, most likely.
Yep.
We're gonna start doing our draft placement and see where everybody is gonna be in the conferences. It's all been set. It's all there. And so we're gonna find out who's going where, when, and where, and why. Well, maybe why. And then we'll see what's happening with our draft placement. But with that being said, man, I really appreciate it. I know we had a lot of guys coming in and out. They had to go and kind of get ready for later on. And but I got my boy Keyshawn here of the Alpha Land Knicks. I want to give Aaron Morris, Sam Brown, and Sterling McKee a big shout out, and give a shout out to Seasway as well. I know he's out doing some filming and on sets and whatnot right now. So shouts out to you, my boy. And we will see you all very, very, very soon, around 8 o'clock, 8:05. And till then, thank you all for joining and attending and just watching with us. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'd love to see you guys. Love to have you here. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.